Movement is medicine, and a good swordsman keeps his shoulders strong. So I'm going to teach you how to do that by pulling out your sword. We're going to use we're not going to use an actual sword, though. So, yeah, we can put this away. We're actually using a resistance band. So you want to go cross-body like you're pulling out a sword that's in a holster. So your right foot, if I'm pulling with my left arm, is going to be stepping on this band. And whatever amount of tension I want, start at the top, so that's the least amount because it's going to be able to stretch the most. The further down I go on this, the harder it's going to be because this is loose, slack on top. Therefore, it's pretty much just not engaged whatsoever, forcing this to be harder to pull. So I'm going to find what works for me, and pretty much just like a sword pull, that's why these are called this, I'm going to pull up and I'm rotating. So you'll notice my thumb faces behind me, and then I'm going to rotate as I pull across up to where it's still facing behind me, but I have to rotate my shoulder in order to make that happen. Now, let's face this direction. I want to make sure my shoulder blades are down, so I'm not going to be shrugging my shoulder to get this up. The point is to keep your shoulder blade down so that way you keep it nice and tight, and your rotator cuff and your subscapular muscles get nice, good tension instead of your trap muscles. This looks stupid, right? This looks stupid. This, I don't know, this might also look stupid to you, but I think it might look pretty cool. That's pretty much all this motion is. So let's do the other side and reiterate just a little bit. Left foot now, because my right foot is pulling, is going to have the band on it. Thumb is facing back. I am shoulders down, facing forward. I can rotate my body into this a little bit. That's totally okay. But I want to be facing fully forward at the top of the motion. Pretty much you're just pretending like you're pulling a sword out of its sheath and holding it up like you're the Statue of Liberty, or you are a knight saying, "Charge!" So this one's for all my nerds out there, and this is basically just going to be a great shoulder warm-up or strengthening exercise if your shoulders are super duper weak. It is both a prehab and a rehab exercise. Prehab is pretty much just you doing the work to make sure you don't end up in rehab, thus the prehab. Something I'd highly recommend to put in your warm-ups, or if you're a newbie, and or someone that just wants to try this out, add it into your routine. Do a heavy resistance band. Do a bunch of reps. You should feel in your shoulder blade and a little bit in that rotator cuff a nice good burn. That's how you know you're doing things correctly. If it is a stabbing or a stinging pain, that's bad. We don't want stabs or stings when we're working out anything, especially when we're warming up. If it is a burn, that usually means you are engaging those muscles very well. Warming up your muscles. It really is that literal. And that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, I'm making a video on movement every day this month. This is the month of May. So, if you'd like to see more, please make sure you follow, like, subscribe, whatever platform you're watching on this, and others. I'm also going live on my streams for an hour each day to walk, stretch, work out, do some form of movement to help get you guys to do about an hour of movement every day as well. Stay cool, and don't forget,